Are you looking for memes? Well, that's too damn bad because this is a real talk video. Some of these topics are serious and personal and maybe disturbing or upsetting to some people, so I won't be upset if you keep on scrolling. It's okay. But we're gonna get a little deep with this one. That's what she said. Alright, no more meme teasing. So the last 5 years for me personally has been like a revolving door of just traumatic events. Now, did I learn from a lot of these experiences? Yes. But that doesn't mean I deserved any of those things that happened to me, especially any sort of like betrayal or anything like that. But there also comes a point where you got to take accountability and responsibility for your own suffering when it comes to trauma. Sometimes we don't fight to do something about it. You know, we don't stand up for ourselves, and that way we're enabling ourselves to stay put in that position. And that's not healthy, and that is our fault. I do think people need to be less judgmental about people's like emotional and mental struggles. So I want to spare y'all the details, but I'm going to try to give you a summary. So the last 5 years are very significant for me when it comes to all the trauma and stuff. But this last year in particular, I was in a position at the very beginning of this year. I had nothing. I had not a dollar to my name. I was in a position where I had nothing. So the very beginning of this year was very like, it was just hell. Like, it was a nightmare. Now, are things where I want them to be right now? Not exactly. I'm still getting things put together, but I'm in such a better spot, like not just financially, but also like physically, emotionally, mentally. I feel a lot better. So it's very evident like I've been healing from a lot of these things that I'm trying to talk about. But we're going to speed run this shit because I'm not trying to relive half of this shit or any of this shit. 2020 and COVID hit. One of my best friends took his life at the beginning of that year. And basically I was in a toxic relationship with someone that I did love, but we couldn't have kids, and that made me extremely and deeply depressed. I nomadic traveled and basically lived out of my car for about a whole year and hopped from either friends' places or motels. I did that for a good bit. I had a good system, but that was hard and stressful a lot of times. Thought she was the one. She was not the one. But I basically felt manipulated into a marriage that happened kind of fast, and I wasn't sure if I wanted it or not. But then I had my daughter, and then I felt compelled to try to make that work. It was extremely abusive. Again, I'm sparing all the details, but I went through a lot of domestic violence and was just trying to protect my daughter in the best way I could.